Warning, the following video contains false information and is meant for entertainment only. It also contains violence, sexual conduct, profane fucking language, and annoying robotic text-to-speech voices. If you are offended by any of the above, get a fucking sense of humor. Your discretion is advised.
This is the secret missing episode of Father Ted. It was never aired, because all the sexy hardcore lolicon action would have caused the Vatican to explode in its tsunami of bodily fluids and the child abduction rate would have been astronomical. Also Toei Animation and Pioneer would have filed a class action lawsuit against Heptrick Productions and Channel 4, as it features an unauthorized guest appearance of one of their licensed characters. You must be 203,069,048,632 years old and smoke 300 fags, as in the British and Irish slang for cigarettes, not homosexuals, in a 69-hour period to view tissues, dildos, and having the hardest working liver in the galaxy to withstand all the shots you take every time Father Jack Hackett says the words drink, feck, and arse while watching this episode is advised. This video was brought to you by All That Jazz Male Skin Moisturizer and Anal Lube, Australia's newest skincare product for boosters who want to feel as soft and cuddly as a newborn bun babe when having their gay orgies.
Moreover, this product can also be used as pedal lube when you want to massage your love partner's feet or give them a foot job. And I can also muscle in a cameo on Jazz Coon's projects as well, just part of the package deal. And speaking of package deals, the guy over there masturbating to this product looks like his package needs a great deal of satisfaction. Sit tight, buddy, I'll be right there.
And now, on with the show.
Hello, my name.
Drink!
Oh, sweet dildos. Anyways, hello, my name is Father Ted Greeley and I am a pedophile. What's that? You say it's not all that surprising considering that I'm a Catholic priest? Well, it's true. I do in fact fit the stereotype to a T. I love little boys and their sexy, underdeveloped bum-bums. When I'm not tending to my priestly duties, I am usually spending my time watching the Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, because nothing turns me on more than children's programming, especially hot shows like Drake and Josh, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and Rugrats. I masturbate all day long when I think about little boys' penises and I stream my semen all over the walls. It's just as well as it sounds. Unfortunately, there is very little child action to be had around here, since I was forced to stay at this small parish on Craggy Island where there are no children to have my swellway with. You see, it all happened when I was having an intimate relationship with a seductive altar boy from my previous parish. He was a bit of a troublemaker and pretty much used and abused me, and I loved every single moment of it. Unfortunately, the altar boy turned out to be Bishop Brennan's nephew, and when we got caught he sent me here to Craggy Island as punishment, and I've been suffering here ever since. So like I said, there is little to no underage love to be had on Craggy Island. In fact, the only other people besides myself at the parish are two other priests and a housekeeper. Firstly, there is Father Dougal McGuire. To be honest, Dougal's the only one I can tolerate amongst the other two residents, but that is only because Dougal is an airhead man-child whose innocence and naiveness reminds me of an 8-year-old boy, and that really gets my spirits up, if you know what I mean. Unfortunately, Dougal hasn't been around lately, not ever since a Mr. Preacher Fox came to Craggy Island to collect donations for his Lilith church from one of his foot followers. And while this was happening, some members of his flock from a group called the Ketchum Clan snuck into our bedroom and had their swell way with Dougal and even convinced him to join their podophilic group. If it weren't for the fact that I was at the time watching my favorite movie, The Buttercream Gang, on TV, I probably would have stopped him from leaving. The third priest in our parish is one that does biblically nothing for me, a certain loudmouthed drunk whom you may know as Father Jack Hackett. Yes, you've probably heard Jack's drunken ramblings from other Speakonia videos, spouted out by a certain elderly lesbian from a magical girl anime. Funny thing is that the aforementioned was yet another unwelcome visitor at Craggy Island who invaded our very parish, and you can bet your latest issue of child porno that there were hostilities between her and Jack.
Fake! 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 Fake!
Yeah, it got kind of awkward. Apparently this demonic dyke was after our housekeeper Mrs. Doyle, but there's been no sign of Mrs. Doyle since the day she was visited by two American female podophiliacs claiming to have the sexiest, smoothest bare feet in the universe. They tried soul-scrubbing Mrs. Doyle to get her to change her mind about the questionable quality of their feet, but the moment they touched Mrs. Doyle with their feet her face melted, then her breasts, then her legs fell off when they attempted to give her a leg stroke. She then started to scream bloody murder, but when the police sent her to the hospital the doctors thought she was a leper, so she was sent to the nearest leper colony, where I can assume she's been living at ever since. Damn, I miss having my morning tea.
Woman!
No, Father, it's just you and me here now.
Where are the other two?
Well, Father, Dougal was taken by a bunch of footsters during a Lilith charity run, and Mrs. Doyle's in a leper colony.
What?
You know, she was soul-scrubbed by those two arrogant ankle warriors that couldn't accept the fact that their toes were tainted.
What?
Oh, you know, it was before that anime lesbian witch bitch came here looking for her.
What?
Oh, come on, Father, you know who I'm talking about. You know, the one who stole your hit.
Oh, yes! Hairy Japanese bastards!
Yeah, I thought you'd remember that.
Drink!
Don't you think it's a bit early for that, Father?
Drive the car!
Not right now. Why don't you go and play with your brick while I continue my monologue?
I love my break!
Very good then, Father. Anyways, folks, I've actually been planning an escape from Craggy Island. To perform this, I'll need the combined efforts of Father Jack and other residents/outcasts dedicated to the—
Hey, you there!
Oh, what is he doing now? Father Jack, I thought I told you to go, and what the fuck? Who are these people? And why do they look so modern?
Konnichiwa, Father Ted Creeley. My name is Takeharu TK Takayashi in my teenage form from Digimon Adventure 02. And hello, my name is Kishiro Izumi from the same anime show as my partner TK. Moreover, I am in my teenage form as well. Hi.
And what do you two do then?
Yeah, also you mentioned being in teenage form. What's that all about?
Well, allow me to explain then, Creeley-san. You know how we can use our Digivices to change our Digimon partners into stronger forms, right? Well, the same goes for us Digi-destined as well, as the Digivices allow us to tap into early puberty in a form called Digi-Mega Mode.
Everybody got that?
How the flying dildos do you think Sora and Mimi were able to reach puberty so fast in DJ Swell 69's secret missing episode in the first place? Cosmetic surgery from their daddies, my double ass. Hot hot hot. Anyways, these Digi-Mega Mode powers are what earned me and my favorite love partner Takeru-san a spot in our Speakonia group, the Akuma and Jero Majai clan.
Digi-Nigga mode? I'm afraid all of this is going over my head. But that still doesn't explain why you were here.
That would be an ecumenical matter!
Oh, sweet underage booty, just ignore him.
Actually, he may have a point there. Me and Takeru-sama are indeed on a mission of biblical proportions, and they involve you, Father Ted.
What? Involve me? How do you mean?
What?
Yes, and I know this is gonna sound redundant as fuck. Moreover, don't get the wrong idea. We are not like a certain bunch of you-know-who's. But anyways, we came to Craggy Island to look for a Catholic priest. But not just any Catholic priest, but one such Catholic priest who has been prophesied to reach the level of 6th deity.
Reach the level of 6th deity? What, you mean like reaching level 99 Gaylord?
Well, it's actually a little more complicated than that. Reaching level 99 Gaylord is simple, but achieving 6th deity status takes a lot more skill that only a chosen few can master. Why don't you explain it, Koshiro-san? Odomo arigato, TK. Okay, YouTubers, this might not make much sense, but for the sake of keeping this secret missing episode more interesting, there are actually 3 tasks Father Ted must perform to achieve the status of 6th deity.
3 tasks, you said? Well, if it means finally getting off this god and child-forsaken rock, then count me fucking in.
Don't tell me I'm still on that fucking island!
Not for long, Jack. We're finally taking a stand and getting the fuck out of here. Alright, you two sexy jailbait chaps, what do I do first?
Okay, Father Ted, for the first task of the 6th deity ritual, you must rape a great evil.
The smell of blood in our nostrils!
Well, I'll admit Jack's immoral and even a bit irritating, but he isn't exactly what I'd consider to be evil.
Oh no, Ted, the great evil we speak of is someone who makes everyone miserable. A dark, twisted soul who brings sorrow and despair to everyone he encounters.
Sorrow and despair, like the kind I have to endure ever since. Wait, that's it. No one could be a greater evil than who I have in mind. Boys, let's pay us a little visit to a certain pain in my ass. Yes, Jack, thanks for butting in as usual.
Right, off to it then. Meanwhile, in a Catholic church somewhere.
Hello you insolent sick fucks watching this video. My name is Bishop Leonard Brennan, and I am a bigoted, arse-backwards anti-everything neo-Nazi who dislikes anything swell and sexy. I am so backwards on everything that I refuse to accept the fact that Pluto is no longer considered a planet, and believe that O.J. Simpson was innocent of the murder of his ex-fiancée and best friend. Not because I support blacks, but because the idea of a nigger being accused of a crime that he didn't commit to be absolutely hilarious. Someone's got to keep those porch monkeys in their place, and what better way than to squeeze the juice.
Even the laugh track didn't think that was funny.
Why I am so anti-everything that I even despise the drawn-out stereotype that all Catholics are boy-hungry pedophiles, hence why I had to dispose of Father Ted Greeley, after I discovered that he was having an affair with my nephew. At first I was thinking of setting him up to be the next victim in an episode of To Catch a Predator, but considering that my aforementioned nephew comes from a family of pedophiliacs, I didn't want Chris Hansen to get the wrong idea about me, so I just had Greeley banished to Craggy Island, where he would not tarnish the reputation of my church again. But enough about old business, let's discuss some new business. Currently I am in the process of trying to take out the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Apparently he and his alien partner Dominic Cummings, or at least that's how he's portrayed in the British puppet sketch series Spitting Image, are making great plans in secret with the former US President Donald Trump to form a political party/subdivision to represent his Speakonia group, the Carmen Collective. To be fair, I never really cared for Trump myself. After all, he's single-handedly broken the 10 Commandments, the law of relativity, the law of averages, and not to forget the fourth wall by becoming President of the United States. So watch out, Johnson, you sick fuck. For your crimes against humanity you will be brought to proper justice, as I subject you to the highest form of punishment that a bishop of the Vatican party can bestow on a deviant like yourself. Well, off to it then. Oh wait, there are some people headed this way. And go sweet vagina, they look like Asians.
Excuse me, Your Holiness, but I was wondering if you would be so kind as to allow me and my associate to take a moment of your time.
Yes, greetings Bishop Brennan, my name is Michael Manicotti and me and my partner Jonathan Jambalaya are members of the Anti-Zionist Aryan Brotherhood, the Weeaboo chapter, and we've come here today to discuss building a new branch to your church. Okay Johnny, why don't you give the good bishop an idea of what we have in mind?
Ah yes, leave it to me, Mikey boy. Well then, Bishop Brennan, when you make a generous donation to put towards the Church of the Weeaboos, you'll be guaranteed a sure gross of the profits that we collect and even some of the swell benefits of your choice.
Alright, you can just stop right there. I don't know what you slant-eyed Jap bastards are up to, but I'm not falling for it one bit. Now what the fuck is going on here?
Oh sweet Gilbus, he's not falling for it, Joe.
Yeah, he's a lot more clever than I thought. Guess we can drop the act and revert back to our regular swell selves. Sound good to you?
Oh yeah, let's do it, Joe, my sexy bum-bummer. Okay Bishop Brennan, let's cut the bullshit. Konnichiwa, my name is Yamato Ishida, better known as Matt, first generation Digi-destined and member of the Speakonia group Robbins Merrymen.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
10 hours later.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Did that Jap teenager just turn into a preteen boy?
Yeah, and he's not the only one either. By the way, I'm Joseph Keto Joe and I'm one of the latest recruits to the Japanese branch of the unestablished union. And oh sweet dude is the fact that I'm now working alongside the sexy tuxedo mask so you can't tell that it gives me such a raging otaku boner, ha ha ha!
Go sweet vagina, homosexual Asians who do witchcraft, this is not what I needed today.
Well, actually, our abilities to alter our age is more technological than magic based, and if it weren't for the fact that there was already an explanation in this video, I would be explaining it to you as we speak. But enough breaking the fourth wall. Bishop Brennan, your reign of spreading butt hurts will soon come to an end.
Yeah, me and Matt, we're merely serving as a distraction while our major Eliza right on the scene with the instrument of your aforementioned undoing.
Distraction? What is the meaning of all this treachery? Oh wait, who is that coming in here? No, it can't be. Not him.
Yes, Leonard, me. The swell priest that you banished to that lunar shithole Craggy Island, and now you're going to finally pay for it.
And yes, looks like you got here just in time, bro. And you brought our guest of honor as well. Oh yes, Matt, there are gonna be some swell fireworks, alright, hahaha.
I'm a happy camper!
Damn it, really, you sick fuck. How dare you show your face back here and bring even more of these chin-chon chinkies in my presence. No, this is not swell at all.
Oh, that is going to be the least of your worries, Brennan, you brute fucker. Remember back when I had to rip you up the arse as part of a losing bet forfeit against my mortal enemy Father Dick Burn? Even when trying to imagine you as a young boy, I barely made a come. Well, this time it's personal, Brennan. Cause for banishing me to Craggy Island and making me suffer all these years, I'm going to be ripping you up the arse for real and enjoying every single moment of it. Yes. Yes, for once you hit the nail on the head, Jack. Brennan's gonna be feeling my hate boner tonight,
You rape me up the arse with a raging hate boner. Oh, really, you are so pathetic. With your empty threats, it's ridiculously amusing. But regardless, you have tarnished the reputation of this church once again with your unestablished presence and bringing these unwanted guests into this holiest of establishments. I thought sending you to Craggy Island would be enough to get you out of my hair, but clearly I must make an example of you. Father Ted Greeley, for daring to challenge my authority and threatening to rape me up the arse, I am hereby going to banish you to
What? The dump zone?
Yes, you heard me, Greeley. I said the dump zone. It's like being in the friend zone, only 1,000 times more in swell.
Oh my god!
Holy shit! Do you think Brennan really has the authority to initiate that type of punishment?
I'd imagine so, Joe. It has been rumored that only a prude fucker of the highest caliber in the Vatican party could pull something like that off.
If that's the case, TK, then Greeley's son better watch his arse.
Yes, Greeley, once you've been sentenced to the dump zone, you will never receive sexual satisfaction from another. You will never be able to pleasure yourself. Attempting to do so will cause your hand to break before you make a cum, and you'll be forced to watch hours of both the American and Australian versions of Kath and King and Logan Paul music videos. It's like being the pube Muppet times 1,069. Ha ha ha. And now to initiate the dump zone ritual by giving you a supercharged kick to your fragile testicles with my pimp boot. Ready or not, here it comes.
Oh sick. He's coming right at me with full speed. Oh sweet underage anus, this isn't how it was supposed to happen.
Come on, Joe. We have to do something to stop Brennan.
Don't worry, Matt. We got it covered. Alright, TK. Do it.
Right is the son. I'm on it. Hey Brennan, smile for the camera.
What the fuck? What did you do to me, eh? Why do I suddenly sound like a 6-year-old boy?
Ah, joke's on you, Brennan. You fell right into our trap all along.
That's right, Brennan. I used my Digivice to Digivolve you back into your prepubescent state so that Father Ted could perform his first task properly.
Speaking of hidden, why don't you go ahead and hit that father so we can get on with it? What do you say?
Hit that. Why, I'd be more than happy to oblige. Oh yes, oh yes.
Oh, shit. Please don't rape me, Greeley. I'm sorry for all the grief I put you through in the past and banishing you to that shithole Craggy Island.
And just save your breath, Brennan, you stuck up git, cause this was a long time coming. Now prepare for a real biblical experience as I sodomize your newly re-virginized arse. Oh yes, Brennan, your arse is so fucking tight. But then again, what do you expect from a little tight arse?
Quick! Change the channel!
you hot blocking cutaway gag. I'm getting my satisfaction no matter what. Oh, I never imagined that you'd be such a swell fuck, Brennan. Your left arse cheek is so kinky. Licking your hard boy nipples like tastes like chicken. Back to the rip. Sweet mother of mercy, it's time to pop the cork off this wine bottle. Yeah. Greg, poetic justice if I do say so myself.
Oh, yes!
Congratulations, Father Ted. You completed your task and reached the first Swellness level of achieving the status of sixth deity.
Yeah, seeing you give that prudish bishop his just desserts has given me such a desu erection.
Since you mention it, I do feel about 37% sweller than I did before. By the way, you sexy little Jap stud, if you'd like to use that aforementioned erection on my arse, that would be very, very swell indeed. Wink.
Don't celebrate too quickly, really sound. After all, you still have no more tasks in the ritual to perform before reaching your swell goal.
Right, I say we get the good father ready for his next task as quickly as possible.
I was just thinking the same thing, TK. Let's get a move on.
Yes, and thanks again, big brother, for you and Joe offering your assistance in making Creely's first task a swell such success. But I think that me and his Z can handle things at this point. No problem, TK, all in a day's work for one of Sherwood's finest.
Yeah, just remember that you can also count on the unestablished union to solve your case no matter how big or small. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go back to headquarters and get that buck-friendly Aussie Rescue Ranger Monterey Jack and go at some of my otaku banshees.
And you don't have to worry about Brennan, we'll be sure to take him somewhere he won't cause any more trouble.
Well, off to it then. Sayonara for now.
Greg, too bad they couldn't stick around for a quickie warm-up rape. It's been so long since I had a proper mop at molestation. Boy, I wish I could see Brennan's nephew one last time. Why, it's been so long I don't think I even remember his name. Something to do with a numerical system, I think. Well, whatever. Okay, boys, bring on the next task. I am not afraid.
Well then, I hope you're ready for a trip back to our home country, cause the next task is going to take place in Roppongi.
Wait, Roppongi, you mean as in Tokyo Roppongi?
That's right, Creely, cause your next task involves walking into a bar.
Oh, feck. You just had to say or.
Drink!
Epilogue.
Hey there, YouTubers. Oh, sweet Lilith. Anyways, it's your favorite pedal playboy Bud Bundy, here to tell you that I just got me a new girlfriend, and the soon-to-be next addition to the No Man family. And I am referring to no other than the lovely Sayaka Raijin. From the swell 1980s anime series City Hunter. Yes, I actually came across this bunion babe while reading the bedtime edition of Foot Fappers magazine, and let me tell you, the moment I laid eyes at those oriental pork buns it was love at first sight. And thanks to the help of my favorite corn cougar Akemi Roppongi, who has connections to the Japanese underworld, I was able to find out where she attends school and board the next plane back to the good old land of the rising sun. And now that I have her back here at the Bundy household, it's time to begin her proper no-man indoctrination. Well, enough talking about it, let's go make it happen. Oh wait, here comes my cousin/adopted brother 7, wonder what he's up to.
Hey, guess what, bud? I just heard on TV that our Uncle Leonard Brennan was sexually assaulted after a break-in at his church a few days ago. Isn't that just the darndest thing?
What's that? Uncle Lenny the Catholic extremist was assaulted at his church? Well, that's swell to hear. I always thought that guy was too much of a prude to be related to us swell Bundys.
Oh, tell me about it. Why, I'll never forget how he foiled my plans to indoctrinate my favorite priest, Father Ted Creely, into our Swellfoot family. Just before I could get him into a comfortable position to gear him more towards the pancake persuasion, Uncle Lenny had to banish him to some far-off island, where they were also filming a sitcom around this miserable situation. And yes, folks, I was actually the aforementioned nephew of Bishop Brennan that was referenced throughout the video this whole time.
All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put the fourth wall back together again. Well, if you were done making the fourth wall your personal foot slave, how would you like to come and watch me do the same with my new girlfriend as I prepare to indoctrinate her into the family? What do you say?
Oh yes, watching you put the soul screws to a hot bombshell jap sounds like the bee's knees, ha ha ha.
Oh, you better believe she's a bombshell jap. Her father is a Yakuza boss.
Well, if what you're saying about your lady friend is true, then I bet it would be a real crime to miss out on all the action.
Oh, by the way, I invited over Casey Nanico from the Benny Bunch over for a pedal play date. Hope you don't mind.
Yeah, but maybe you could use a nice cheer to boost your confidence while you take one for the team. And if your girlfriend is feeling real kinky, then she can use some of my electric-type Pokemon to spark things up in bed. Haha. Moreover, expect to see yours truly later down the line in another one of the W4Ever 91 future videos. Wick.
What's this do? I fucking hate today!
We'll just end the video for feet's sake so I can go and bust a move already.
Swing your partner round and round and go to town. Now it's time to say goodbye to Dora and his kid. Thank you folks for kindly doing stuff and dropping in. Have a heaping helping of our hospitality. Lee. Goodbye, everybody.
YouTube. The lesson to this fable is that the hairless chipmunk between your legs spits out a salty mayonnaise that tastes good on any sandwich. In addition, if you assume that anything in this video is factual, then you are most definitely a twisted git. YouTube. Yes, you can. Everyone watching this video, it all sounds swell.
Thank you.